Hey guys, it's Shania. I'm back, and in this video, I wanted to talk about things I've learned since being pregnant. So, hopefully, this video is of use to some people. Well, pregnant women to be exact, like pregnant women that are like me that are still pretty early in their pregnancy. Um, a lot of stuff that has happened to me since being pregnant. I wasn't really, I wouldn't say prepared, but I just didn't think that it would happen. I guess because I thought it's different for all women. So when I heard about like morning sickness and cramps and stuff like that, I was like, okay, well, that's probably not going to happen to me because everybody's different, but it did happen to me. And also, just to give you guys a little update, I'm going on week 12 this week. I think this Thursday or around that time. And I'm finishing up with the first trimester, and I'm pretty excited because I heard it gets easier in the second trimester, but then I heard it gets a little harder towards the third trimester. But despite the struggle sometimes, I feel like I'm really enjoying this, and I'm just blessed and happy to be here and happy to have a healthy baby so far. So, one of the first things that I've learned about being pregnant so far in my pregnancy, because I can't speak for things in the future because of course I haven't experienced that yet, but I can speak about things that I've personally gone through. So, morning sickness, that is a big thing. A lot of women experience that, and I experienced it. I don't know why I thought I wouldn't, but then again, this is my first pregnancy, so I was like, okay, whatever happens, happens. So, the morning sickness, what I've learned about that is that it's important to actually do what works best for you. So, there's a lot of remedies like ginger tea, they say mint, ginger ale, saltine crackers, what else? Products with ginger, the Nasha chews or the Nasha candies for pregnant women. There's the Prego Pops too. I wanted to try those, but I couldn't find them. But maybe it was because I was so desperate. I only looked at one place. I think it was the Walgreens, and I found some morning sickness candies, and I was like, okay, I'm going with this. I don't feel like looking. I don't feel good. I feel sick. Let me get the first thing that I lay eyes on. So I didn't try the Prego Pops, but I heard they're really good. I personally just tried saltine crackers, ginger ale, the ginger chews. I still have 2 bags of those. My godmom got those for me. And I also tried, there's another thing I tried. Oh, and I also tried lemon, just squeezing a lemon and like eating it like that. Honestly, I don't know if really any of those worked. I feel like the ginger ale worked for a little bit, but then I moved on to something else, which was the Nasha candies. And I think that those work the best for me. And I took those at nighttime. So I would take them at nighttime, and then I would wake up and feel amazing. I don't know if they work so much when I took them, like, say I would get up early in the morning at like 3:35 a.m., get ready for work and stuff, and I would be at work by 4, and I would have the morning sickness, and I would take my little Nasha candies, and I don't know if they really worked as much as if I would have taken them like before bed, if that makes sense. I also had lemon ginger tea as well, and I really don't know if that worked either. But yeah, I would say as far as the morning sickness, like do what works best for you, and I would say try all the remedies. I think the only remedy that I didn't try was mint. They say you should try mint, and they say citrusy stuff, but I tried lemon, and I don't know if that worked. But yeah, I would say try all the remedies. If one or two or three aren't working for you, just keep on trying and do what works best for you. And maybe sometimes you might have to stay in bed all day. Like, I had a couple of days where I was like, I'm not going to work. I'm not moving. I can't deal with this nausea. So I pretty much stayed in bed like all day. I remember one day I stayed in bed until like 7 p.m. So yeah, my advice for the morning sickness would be to try everything if you have to, and if you find something that works for you, if you get lucky, then stick to that thing that works for you and know that it's not going to last forever, just a few weeks, and you'll get it over it soon. Like us women, we're strong. You can do it. Okay. So the next thing I've learned from being pregnant is you have increased vaginal discharge. And I didn't learn that by research. I just learned it by, I was using the bathroom one day and I was like, what is this? Because, of course, us women normally have discharge because our coochies clean themselves. But I noticed I had my little like liners that I wear for my discharge, and I was like, there's a lot of discharge on here. What's going on? So that's one thing that kind of caught me surprised, but it's a good thing I was prepared and I have my liners and stuff. But I think I might start wearing the like longer ones just in case, because sometimes it'll like leak onto like the top of my underwear. I'm like, oh, I can't deal with this. But yeah, that's one thing that caught me by surprise, and that's one thing that you guys should expect is increased discharge. Another thing that I've learned since being pregnant is like discipline. Like when it comes to like eating, like that's definitely a thing, and taking your prenatal vitamins. I haven't been taking my little vitamin D because I don't like the taste of them, but yes, discipline. With my eating so far, well, my boyfriend fusses at me about what to eat and what not to eat, but he's also on a diet and he's really good when it comes to like tracking your calories and stuff like that. So he's on my case. I'm thankful to have him because I really need that. But a couple of things that I've started doing with my diet is like eating or drinking the zero sugar Gatorades as opposed to the regular ones that have all that sugar in them. I try to crack down on the sugars. Like I have a big box of the fruit by the foots from Costco, and it comes in like 42, and usually I would eat like 5 of them in one day. And lately, I haven't really been eating any of them because when I do go in the kitchen to get one, my boyfriend fusses at me. But the other day, I only ate one. So just stuff like that. And then I don't, usually I drink the Langer's apple juice because it's bomb. Oh my gosh, that's the best apple juice ever. But I be going to town with that apple juice. And so I decided to slow down with that. Like, can't be eating like too much sweets. And also, like the other day, I wanted to go to McDonald's during the breakfast hours to get like 3 hash browns. And it's been taking a lot of discipline not to do that because I really love hash browns. And sometimes when we have food here to cook, I have the tendency to have like random cravings and like, oh, we have food and eggs and bacon and all types of stuff here, but I want to go out and get hash browns because that's what my body wants right now. So I'm trying to be disciplined when it comes to the things that I eat and drink. Like a few weeks ago, I wanted soda. Like I haven't drank soda since I was like 18. Like I stopped drinking soda when I was like 17, 18. And I didn't like it the way it would make me feel. It would give me stomach aches and stuff. Same for milk. I stopped drinking like cow milk at the same time. But when a few weeks ago, I was craving some soda. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Soda out of all things. My boyfriend was fussing at me, but it's a good thing I haven't drank soda in a few weeks. But it was some cherry Coca-Cola. Oh my gosh, it was so good. So yes, I've definitely been trying to be disciplined. Another thing I've learned is that you need to give yourself a break. Like, if you're not feeling like going to work, you don't feel good, you want to get some rest, that's exactly what you should do. I know we get caught up and we want to make some money and we don't want to call out and be unreliable and stuff, but sometimes you have to take care of yourself and your health and your baby. Well, not sometimes, all the time. So I'll call out here and there, but at my job they already know my situation and stuff, and they understand. They don't pressure me, they're not mad at me, anything like that. They're cool. So and also there was some drama, and one of the supervisors at my job thinking he could talk crazy and treat people any kind of way, not just me but other people. So I was like, yeah, you, until they get this situation worked out and stuff, I might take a few days off, but I'm gonna still get paid anyway because of my PTO. But you're not about to be talking crazy to me. So I've been enjoying these little few days off and stuff, taking care of me, getting some rest and stuff, and that's perfectly fine. Like, that's one thing I've learned, because people are always telling me, you have to remember, you are carrying a baby, like your body is changing, things are going to be different, like you're not always going to be able to do the things that you used to do. And like, sometimes I forget that. Like, my boyfriend will be like, you want to go to the gym with me today? And I'll be like, no, not today. And then I'll start feeling bad, like, oh my gosh, I want to go to the gym. But it was also because of the morning sickness too, that like, that's one of the big reasons I didn't want to go to the gym. And he was like, don't feel bad, like you're carrying a baby, like you shouldn't be too hard on yourself. When you're ready to go to the gym, like, we can go to the gym together. Until then, like, get your rest and kick your feet up. So yes, that's one thing to remember. Like, you're not always going to be able to do the things that you used to. So be kind to yourself and give yourself a break. Oh yeah, and another big thing I've learned is yeah, those food aversions be going crazy. So don't be going out just buying all types of stuff that you used to buy, because you might end up wasting it, especially if you had like food aversions like me. At one point I wasn't really eating anything because it was disgusting. I would try to eat something that I thought I would like, then I would eat it and I would be like, this is gross. So yes, and that's another thing. Don't like starve yourself. My doctor told me that. She was like, yeah, I know it's going to be hard, but you have to find something that your body will take. Like, you can't just not be eating. So that's another thing. I had to find some things that I would actually eat. So if that means little snacks here and there, like, you might have to do that. So yeah, don't be just going out buying a bunch of groceries and stuff, because you might not eat them. Like me, definitely. I remember going to getting some food from some restaurants, and I thought I wanted it, and then I got it and I was like, I don't want this. It's so crazy. Like, I can't believe that's even a thing, because I wanted that food so much and then I got it and I'm like, this is disgusting. But yes, be prepared for that. I was not prepared, but I just want you guys to be prepared, because it probably will happen. I've heard that it's either food aversions or cravings. For me, it happened to be very bad food aversions, like ground beef. I don't like ground beef. I don't like the smell of it. Chicken breast, don't like the smell of that. Like, when my boyfriend is making it in the air fryer, I'm like, you got to go, get out, take the chicken with you. Tuna, I used to love tuna. Now I absolutely hate it. You're not supposed to eat too much of it when you're pregnant anyway, so that's a good thing. I noticed I haven't really been wanting a lot of bread either. Before my pregnancy, I didn't feel like I liked bread that much, but when you're pregnant and you didn't like something that much before you were pregnant, when you become pregnant, I feel like you hate it more. So, but they say like the food aversions are more common in the first trimester, and then the food cravings come along in the second trimester. So I'm pretty interested to see if I have any like crazy food cravings or anything like that. But yes, guys, just make sure that you're, even if you do have really bad food aversions, that you're still eating like stuff that you can take in. So yes, guys, I'm not gonna talk you guys' ears off. I feel like I covered a lot of the important stuff, but I'm gonna be back for a 12-week update at the end of this week anyway, because like I said earlier, I'm almost done with the first trimester. So I hope you guys stay tuned, and thank you guys for watching. And if you like this video or found value, please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe, or all of the above. And I'll see you guys next time.